Hello, I'm ReveloGM, and welcome back to Action Deep Dive. Better late than never, I suppose. This week, month, half of a year, we're going to have a look at Crawl. Crawl will cost you a single action to use, or you can use it multiple times, multiple actions, and has the following requirements. You have to be prone, and your speed has to be at least 10 feet. If you fulfill the requirements, congrats! You can crawl. This has the move trait, as you may have expected as well. To crawl is to move 5 feet by crawling and continuing to stay prone. So yeah, you can't use it if you're not on the ground already, obviously, or if your speed is at 0 or 5 feet, either from a spell or being grappled or something like that. But we had another important word here, prone. So what does that mean? As it's pretty much the only reason you'd want to keep crawling and not get up. Prone is you're lying on the ground. You are off guard and take a -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls. The only move actions you can use while you're prone are crawl and stand. Standing up ends the prone condition. You can take cover while prone to hunker down and gain greater cover against range attacks even if you don't have an object to get behind, which grants you a +4 circumstance bonus to your AC against range attacks. But you do remain off guard, which essentially means it's a +2 on the whole. If you would be knocked prone while you're climbing or flying, you instead fall, and you can't be knocked prone whilst swimming. There you go. Makes a little bit more sense now. If you're staying out the way of ranged attacks, you probably want to keep your head down where possible, moving to a more advantageous position for you to fight back. Also, if you're prone behind half cover or more, then the GM may determine you aren't targetable as you are out of sight. Otherwise, the situations to use it are likely to be even more niche, maybe crawling under an almost closed portcullis in a rush or something, or to avoid a swinging blade trap. Hey, if you've used Crawl in a different situation than the above, let me know in the comments, and maybe subscribe while you're down there. The only other real reason I could think of it is maybe if you were being stealthy, but you have got Sneak for that, which kind of is in a similar vein if you're behind cover and things anyway. Crawling isn't necessarily quiet. But alright, let's check in with the party for another example. You've barely begun examining the Dragon Shrine when you hear the sound of footsteps. Uh-oh. Get ready, company is coming. Yeah, I'm still examining the altar. No time, Dorian. I'll say at this point you've all got one action before they're going to be getting here. I'll take cover behind the pillar I'm next to. I'm small enough to hide behind this pillar, right? Absolutely, yeah, roll me stealth in a second. Shoot, I guess I'll go prone behind the altar so I'm out the way? Yeah, good plan. Another band of lizard men charge into the chamber from the opposite end, hissing angrily at you for desecrating their holy site. They raise their javelins to attack. Not good. Thankfully most of us are in cover. Roll initiative, guys.
A few moments later.
Okay, Dorian, it's your turn. What you doing? Be careful, these guys have pretty good aim. Yeah, I'm still hurt from the last battle. I don't think they know where I am yet. I'll crawl over to that pillar next to me. Why not get up and stride? I'm 5 foot short of reaching the pillar. I'll get up next round. For now, if I crawl twice and then take cover, I at least get the greater cover bonus. Minus the off guard from being prone though. Yeah, but that's still upping my AC from 14 to 16, so... I forgot you weren't armoured, fair point. Okay, so you crawl 10 feet towards this pillar and take cover? Yep. Hoping they don't notice me. Bit of an ask. I know, I'm right in the open by an important altar. Yup, and that last lizardman is next and sees you, letting out an angry hiss, raises his javelin, and throws on your way before moving to take cover himself. Don't hit me! Only an 8 plus 7 is 15. So it misses thanks to greater cover. Yup, his aim is slightly too short and the javelin crashes into the ground in front of you. Whew. Nice. Hopefully they'll be engaged in melee before they can try that again, so you should be able to get to cover without more javelins attacking you. Those lizard folk really want them out of that temple. So there we are, that's how Crawl can be used, as an example, anyway. So are there any feats to use with it? Yeah, but not as many as with Grab and Edge. Primarily Nimble Crawl, which is a general feat and skill feat and requires you to have expert in acrobatics. You can crawl incredibly swiftly, up to half your speed, rather than 5 feet. If you're master in acrobatics, you can crawl at full speed, and if you're legendary, you aren't off guard whilst prone. So there we go. With this you can crawl much faster. Great. Again, very niche, but certainly good for sneaking to some extent and staying out of sight. And hey, legendary means a +4 AC against range attacks when prone. It's very powerful. Now you will note from expert up, your speed directly relates to the amount you can crawl. So any feat that ups your speed helps here too. So, Fleet obviously increases your speed by 5 feet. Nimble Elf Ancestry feat, if you're an elf, does the same thing. And Monks also have incredible movement that keeps upping their speed, increasing with their level. And I think Inventors maybe have something as well. That's less likely to be a thing because they're probably not going to be putting too much into acrobatics, but never say never. And that's about it for Crawl. I think, obviously, Pathfinder 2nd Edition and Remaster is a game with lots of feats and ancestry things and bits and pieces, so if I've missed anything, let me know down in the comments below and I'll pin it. And that's all for now. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!